Welcome to TarotHeaven. Today we're going to talk about the Seven of Wands, what it means in a general reading, what it means in love, what it means in as advice, and in career. The Seven of Wands is the Lord of Valor. It represents midsummer, sometime between August 16th and August 25th. And it is related to Mars in Leo. When we look at the picture, we can see that one man is holding one wand and he may be defending himself against 6 additional wands. Or he could be pushing the wands into the ground. But the look on his face maybe makes us think that he's defending himself. Is this a war where the wands or the enemies are nameless and faceless? Are they just a number and a business acquisition? This card can also symbolize being up against imaginary foes. Our man here is also wearing 2 different size shoes, which can indicate haste. Maybe he was so busy this morning that he put on 2 different types of shoes. Or maybe he's just so passionate fighting this battle that he just doesn't care about his shoes. Maybe materialism just doesn't matter to him. The small river is running directly underneath him, where he seems to be trying to stabilize himself. It could indicate having one foot in something and another foot out of something. Maybe it indicates having too many tasks. He is also on higher ground, looking down at those wands, which can indicate being on a higher ground, knowing that you're right, sticking to your resolve and purpose. Indicates being the underdog, because there's 6 wands against 1, but again, he's on higher ground. And the subconscious river of life runs right between him. He knows that it's there. He knows that he's right. And it just is going to take a bit of resolve and perseverance to get the task done. Mars in Leo is the astrological correspondence to this card. Mars in Leo is a very fiery placement. This could be good for athletes, athletics. Mars in Leo often has the ability to drive to the end, to be very perseverant in your quest or your cause. Mars and Leo people are often have this ability to stay strong no matter what. In a general reading, the 7 of Wands indicates having to deal with everybody up against you. You feel like you're the underdog, but you just have to keep fighting. This is a courageous card. It goes back to the Lord of Valor. You must hold your ground. You can't back down. A good example is, in a mundane way, is when you're standing in a line at an amusement park and it's taking forever and you're halfway there. You don't get out of line halfway there, because that would mean that you had lost half of your time. So you just have to keep going. You could be feeling really defensive because you feel like everyone is against you. Be mindful you don't unwillingly or emotionally attack someone without thinking things through at first. The 7 of Wands can even indicate that your fears are unfounded, that it's an illusion, that you've made it up in your head. You may be overthinking a situation or problems that really aren't there. I mean, like when we look at the picture, we can see that we don't really know where those wands are coming from. Are other people holding them? Are they just sticks in the mud? We really don't know. You could use the surrounding cards to help figure out like where these fears are coming from, or if these are real people or real situations. Because there is an air of illusion to the number 7 sometimes, and there's also 7 indicates solitude. It's a very solo number. And just like those shoes he's wearing, you could be trying out 2 different roles. Which one feels right? Which path should I take? He is straddling 2 different parts of the earth. So maybe he or she needs to figure out, which path do I want? Do I want the little shoe or do I want the big shoe? The 7 of Wands in love can indicate that you and your partner could be fighting a lot. This is usually followed by moments of passion. It could indicate that you are in a relationship that your parents don't approve of, but you have to stand your ground. If you're single and in love, it can indicate that there are a lot of like unwanted romantic partners that you just may not be interested in. Maybe it really just indicates that you shouldn't be dating right now. Maybe there's just that one person who will just not give up. When you ask tarot, what does this person feel, or how do I feel, or it's a feeling card, you are feeling really defensive. You're feeling like the underdog. You're maybe starting to feel exhausted by a situation. But you still got to keep going. The advice of this card is perseverance. You have to just keep persevering, keep going. The 7 of Wands in a career is the sole proprietor who perhaps has taken on too much. Maybe you need to hire somebody. You feel overwhelmed with tasks. Other professions that the 7 of Wands indicates are hockey player, security guard, angel investor, or somebody who comes in at the end and does business acquisitions. When you get the 7 of Wands reversed, it does indicate that maybe it's time to admit defeat, that this just isn't working, and that you might just be better to move on to something else. I hope this was helpful. You can go to my website, TarotHeaven.com, and read about all 78 tarot cards, plus a little bit of astrology. Subscribe and like, and thank you so much for watching.